the big thing is that you do have to be true to yourself. Okay. So if you like magic or you do martial arts, people are going to love, to see that. So don't try to make up a target audience. Look at yourself, what you have, because this is about our personal brand. It's not our business brand, right? Because sometimes our business brand is not necessarily who we are, because it depends on, the type of business. If we just bought a business or we, doing self-employed. Okay. So it just depends. Everybody's business target audience could be different. All right. But part of your core will help you. Your core audience will go along with your business, right? So we're not here. We're not gonna. Not everybody's gonna appreciate everything that you do. Like, so when I post certain things, I see what some people, they might like, comment, right? But when I post other things, I don't get as many likes or comments. But I'm not gonna worry about that, okay? But that I'm gonna use that to say, hey, okay, they like this content better or more. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop posting the other items, because I still want to be true to myself. All right. So look at so that's going to be kind of like your mass audience. And in your mass audience, you have different core groups. You have different target audiences, but people are there still for something. Right. So look at your career and business, your hobbies and your passions, and create your target audiences for those. Okay. So my question is to you, what is your target audience? Everybody in the chat, what is your target audience? Some of us may have the same target audiences. My target audience are educators. And because when you get focused on your target audience, man, that's when you can really start creating content exactly for those people. So you want to think about it like your personal brand is for you. It's about you, but you're making it for your target audience so that they can learn from it. They can soak it up and, listen to you as an expert, give information about it and get all of those great tips. Okay, we have adult entrepreneurs. All right, scenario, credit repair. Deshaun, I want you to think about who needs the credit repair. Okay, so think about like if you had recidivism, if you just wanted to work with people freshly, you work with people who got out of jail or prison or whatever, and they're trying to get back into society, but you might not work with them directly. You work with them directly, but maybe there are programs out there that help people do that. So maybe there's a program or service that you pitching to the programs and services so that your services will help their clients, right? Okay, or you could do moms, single parent moms, or newly divorced people when it comes to credit repair. Okay, Shanella said moms. Okay, and that category can be even broken out even further. Teen moms, but yeah, teen moms, or it just depends. There's so many things, right? Yes, everybody needs finances, but you could, like, I am specifically targeting educators. Why? Because I'm an educator and I know how much we spend in classrooms. I know educators too are also always, they have second jobs. A lot of states, they don't pay as much. Like Oklahoma loses teachers to Texas. I'm in Texas because Oklahoma does not pay a lot for their teachers. Neurodivergent moms. Woo, that's niche down right there. That's niche down. Mentees that need help in personal development are awesome. New and inspiring entrepreneurs and single mothers. Love it. Homeowners that need to sell their home. Boom. Okay. So that all works, y'all. I love it. So make sure you focus when you're thinking about your target audience. What are the keywords that you need to say? What are the things? What are they thinking about? How do they think? What are they dealing with? What are their pain points? So that way you can, when you're creating content, you're not talking to everybody. You're focused in on one point. So if my target audience are educators, I'm not just doing educators. I'm actually looking for new educators so they don't fall in the cycle of spending $5,000 in their classroom or, spending so much money. I want them to find money so that they can fund their classroom. I want them to learn how to write letters. I want them to seek out grants, right? So I'm even niching down the educators, but even though I'm niching down doesn't mean that I can't help anyone. Yeah, I can help anyone. I mainly only want to deal with single women and as educators, but Will I take a male client? Yes, I will, if I know I can help them and they're a good fit and they're going to do the work. Yes, I will. All right. But that's not necessarily my target audience. So just because you have a specific target audience doesn't mean other people will not work with you. Okay. All right. Boom. There it is. All righty. So be the authority figure. We have talked about this. All right. So you're going to need to, and again, remember, these are some items. These are just the big items that are really going to help you monetize. You must create your presence on social media first. So if you're just starting out, all right, you're going to have to create that facade. Okay. Even though you might have a lot of expertise, but the big thing is that you get to create it, right? Online, and then you're going to back it up by becoming a master of your craft. That does not happen instantaneously. This is not ramen noodles, y'all. We can't just pop it. We can't just pop our stuff in the microwave and think we're going to boom. All right. Even people who have gone viral, it doesn't necessarily it's not an instant overnight sensation, because how many of us been talking about Gorilla Glue Girl anytime in the past month? None of us. But she did, she had her little moment of fame, and she's going to have to build off that if she wants to continue, using that stimulus that she got, right? So things don't happen overnight. So we have to make sure that we still become masters of our craft. So if we just got into real estate, or even if you've been in the industry for a while, you always want to be learning. There's a book that I had to do my last class in graduate school in becoming an instructional design. My master's degree is in instructional design and technology. And so we had to read a book called Mastering by Robert Greene. This last class was good, because I was like, okay, it was a lot of great stuff. But Robert Greene is also the person who wrote the 48 Laws of Power. All right. And it says that you must spend 10,000 hours to become the master of any craft. 10,000. No, not Lamar University. It was Full Sail University. And I researched them. They're a big technology school. They're out in Winter Park, Florida. And I've actually met some really great, the funny thing is that after I got in that school, I actually met somebody in my district. We're still friends to this day. We taught side by side. We both went through the same program. We both were teaching the same grade, the same content. And we both went through that program. Like, how do two people end up? And our thesis topics were the same. That was it was wild. It was wild. So, it was wild. So yeah. And I think, the client, one of my first clients in my business went to Full Sail University too. So it's been amazing, but yeah. All right. So think about that. 10,000 hours is 80 hours a week for 48 weeks. That's if you only studied this craft, right? 80 hours a week for 48 weeks, which is about a little over 2.5 years. And that's if you're only focused on one particular skill. So if you were to get so good, if you were to study credit repair for 10,000 hours, that doesn't mean that, that means that you would be so focused, you would become the expert, you become master. And what happens when you're the master of something? Everybody wants to see you. Everybody wants to go see, what is his name? The guy, I don't even know, people still talking about him, but we all want to be on Oprah, right? Because she studied her craft as, asking questions. There's a doctor, I cannot remember his name because I'm not big on celebrities, but everybody used to Dr. Phil, I think it is. Yeah. Or Oz. Yeah, those two names, right? We think about them like, yeah, they want to go see him, right? Because we love when people are so well versed enough that we trust them. We don't have any problem listening to what they're saying.